Hey, I'm Carlos Garcia, and today we're going over Cooper & Cask cigar blends from the past 3 years. But first, let's do a giveaway. Alright, so this is for the July 4th video. Didn't do the best. It's about half the entrants that usually participate. Apparently no one wanted the America bottle. You guys, I didn't sell it hard enough for you guys? So, these are the patriotic bottles. Let's see who wins. Kashi 3561. Email description, send me an email. Okay, so today we're going over the Cooper & Cask lineup. So let me just pull them all out here. I noticed one's like a hazmat. Oh boy. Okay, so this is a 7-year-old one. And this is a bourbon whiskey, and it says on the back, Lawrenceburg, Indiana. This is probably MGP, 7 years. This was the 2024 edition. Cigar Blend, 119.4 proof. Finished with Cognac, Cherry, Port, and Armagnac. So that's the back of it. That's the front. So that's the lowest age one. So then in 2023, they had a 16-year-old one. Alberta, Canada. This is Canadien Whiskey, finished in Armagnac and Port. The proof's right around the same. This is 119.8. And so this is batch number 2 on it. This is, the first one's batch number 8. I wonder if this one has a batch number 10. So, but as far as I think, I'm pretty sure that the 2023 was the first one that came out with the cigar blend. I'll try to do some research and figure that out for sure, but I think that's what I was told recently, that these were the 3 that came out. So, okay, so then this year's Cooper & Cask, this is batch 10, but this is 20 years old, 145.2 proof. It's also Canadian. This says batch size 15 barrels. This is finished in Armagnac and Port. So this is the latest one. Super high proof. Also the highest age stated. So it's actually, I was kind of seeing if one was darker. The 20-year-old, I don't know if it's picking up on the camera at all, but it is significantly lighter than the other ones. I don't know if any of that works for you guys, but it's actually the lightest. So I don't think that would have helped me anyways, but I'm using the Black Glencairns, so there's no way for me to figure that out. Let's get into the nose on A. Okay, interesting, like a sweet nose on A. So apple pie, green Jolly Rancher that turns into red Jolly Rancher. So super sweet on glass A. Let's go glass B on the nose. Oh, that's a lot of black tea. Almost got a little bit of pencil eraser, but went away too fast for me to see if it was it. I'm not getting much besides the black tea. I'll come, well, let me see. Yeah, I'm not getting a lot on the nose there. Okay, let's go to glass C. Okay, glass C is way more intense, but it's basically funneled into one note, which is dark fruit. It's a very dark fruit, intense note. Some coffee. Oh, coffee notes today. I did the other video before this one, so trying all the cigar batches today. So marmalade, that's an interesting note. On glass of B, I went back to B. Oh, this reminds me of a fruit that my wife eats that I don't like. Ugh, can't think of it. Babe, what's that fruit that you eat that I think tastes like throw up?
Papaya.
I knew it. All right, I went to go hunt down my wife and ask her what fruit that she eats that reminds me of throw up. Papaya. So what was that? That was on A? Yeah, oh, it's kind of going away. I can't write it down. It's a little bit, tiny little bit of papaya, which I know I've never said that note before, but it definitely reminds me of that fruit. Let's go palates. Well, that was interesting. Okay, so apple, spice, green Jolly Rancher on the palate. some tropical fruit. It wasn't, I don't know if it's that papaya note on the finish, but the finish short, so short. Like nothing lingered at all. But first sip, so I don't know. But that was maybe the shortest finish I've ever had ever. All right. Again, not that complex. The finish lingered a little bit more. Definitely some good vanilla note on the finish this time. But still, I would still consider that probably a short finish. It didn't last long at all. And nothing really lingers. But overall, pretty good. Pretty good tasting. Yeah. Alright, so I got some bubble gum on the palate there. Still very quick finish. I did look up the pricing for these. All three of these bottles are right around $70 to $80 from what I saw online just now. So not that expensive for some of these ages, and that they're cigar batches. Usually cigar batches are a little bit more expensive because all the finishes, and all of these have at least 2 finishes. One of them has 4 of them. Yeah, 4 finishes on the first one. So, right, the first one is this. No, the second one, the 2024 one, the bourbon one. So that was very unique, but it's basically one type of an experience. This is butter popcorn in a glass, which I'm pretty sure I've had that on one other bottle ever, but man, that is so buttery, so corn. I mean, kind of like, that's the palate and the finish. Like, that's the whole experience. It does linger longer than the first glass, but it's basically this one couple notes, you know? It's so buttery. That's so weird. All right, let's try that again. That is insane. It's butter popcorn. It's movie popcorn. So what this is, I did write down sweetness because it's very sweet, but the flavors are butter popcorn. I don't know if I'm going to get anything different on the third sip, but try to see. Yep, nothing new. That is butter popcorn. Let's just get to see. Man, that is crazy. All right, that one was definitely proofier, so you kind of know what that means. So this was definitely more dark fruit direction, which, you know, a lot of wine finishes, which these all have sherry, nope, well, port barrels, usually give me more dark fruits, and the fact that the first two didn't was a little shocking to me. But this one definitely gives me that dark fruit jam. I got that popcorn note again, which 2 of these are Canadian, so it's possible that because one's just 4 years older, right? If it's 16 and so there's a 16 and a 20-year-old Canada. So if the 16-year-old is strong popcorn and a couple more years, it's still there, that kind of makes sense. It's just super high proof. The proof is definitely there. You can definitely taste it. So the palate was dark fruit, jam, popcorn proof. The finish was the same as the palate with a red wine, specifically like a red wine, like a Pinot Noir type of red wine on the finish. Like you're actually drinking the red wine. So that was interesting. Let's try this again. It's crazy proof. It's definitely the same notes I just said. That red wine note at the end is very prominent. But the palate is popcorn again. So I do like C. I got one more sip. I definitely like C more than B because it's more complex. It's more well-rounded. The proof is ridiculous on it. B, if you just want to drink movie popcorn, you know, cinema movie theater popcorn, B is definitely the way to go. C is just like a not as sweet popcorn. Yeah, I like C. The proof is starting to calm down. I think I'm starting to get used to it a little bit. So that's definitely helping. That first sip was intense. All right, so got a good linger too. All right, so I'm gonna take a break here, drink some water, go back and forth between these three, come back with some scores. Be right back. All right, I'm back, and I got a couple new notes. One not so good note, unfortunately. So, in last place was the 16-year-old Canadian from 2023. And the new note on this one that I did not like was I got some Flintstone vitamin notes, which usually I get on Dickel products. I actually didn't get that much of that popcorn note. Now, when I was going back and forth, I was drinking some water, and maybe some residue on the water kind of impacted it, but it did not help it. That is for sure. So I scored at 2.75, and then it came down to these two. And surprisingly, the bourbon one, the 7-year one, actually got much better when I went back to it, you know, after the first time. Because the first time, like, the finish was super short. The finish actually got a little bit better. The sweet cherry note on the finish, which exploded, and it was actually pretty good. But it came in second with a 3.25. So this is the second place one, which is the bourbon, 7-year bourbon one from last year. And so the winner is this year's 20-year-old Canadien Whiskey Batch 10 Hazmat 145.2, which is craziness. And that's a 3.5. No new notes. I just really enjoyed that varied different profile because it had the dark fruits like a lot of wine finishes I get anyways. But it had that popcorn note, and it had that red wine note on the finish, which I enjoyed some red wine once in a while. So yeah, so that's these. So let's do the giveaway. So if you want to enter to win 2-ounce samples of all 3 of these, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment with the hashtag Cooper. Copper, not Cooper, Copper. C-O-P-P-E-R. I tried real hard not to say Cooper the whole time, and I almost made it. Almost. So let me know what other cigar batches that I haven't reviewed on the channel yet, because I just knocked out 7 in the past 2 episodes. I've done Joseph Magnus, 4 of those. I've done the Old Elks. I do have that rye that I got recently that I'm going to do, I guess, soon. That's probably going to be in my Whiskey Cigar Club. Actually, you guys are probably going to watch this after my Whiskey Cigar Club, but I'm recording this beforehand, so that's probably going to go in there just so I can get it open. But I'll look around and make sure that I get any more cigar batches I have. I know I have a couple of scotches that I'm probably going to do as well. And then once I drink them all, then I'll do some videos of smoked cigars with them to kind of see how they go. Because like this one, for example, I enjoy it, the taste of this, but man, 145 proof with a cigar. We'll see how that goes, because I don't off the top of my head, I don't think that's gonna pair well. I'm not the biggest like high proof drinker with cigars. I think that kind of like it kind of fights each other, this like the smoke and the proof. But we'll see what happens, you know. So don't do nothing stupid, and if you do, don't get caught. Bye.